I put out a post there the other day saying we're going to do a Q&A, and we have a little bit of secret things hidden in the garage right now. Can you see that? We're just going to, this is going for a stock glass mini. But I put out a Facebook post on Zach's Workshop asking you guys to figure out what kind of questions you want to ask me, and we had some pretty good questions asked. One of the questions is, any plans for non-derby related stuff? What a coincidence. Every winter we work on stuff that is non-derby related. Yes, I'm working on a derby related thing here. But I think 4 years ago I built the 2JZ Lexus, had a little bit of fun with it, got rid of it. The last 2 winters I've been building my LS powered Tacoma that is still just sitting there, that's fully licensed, plated, and insured, but I've never driven it. Time is the big thing for me right now. I don't have a whole lot of time. Maybe when I retire in 28 years, I can drive that. You guys want to see a sneak peek of this winter's project? I have a full build series coming on it. So, let me just grab you guys here. Ooh. This is this winter's project. And it's coming along pretty good. I ain't going to spoil it. This is my 1957 Napco Apache. We've been doing quite a bit of work to it. It is got an intercooler, so that means that the internals of this thing have to be cooled. So stay tuned for that stuff. Now let's pick you back up and turn you back to derby car related things. I don't make this a whole channel on my build stuff. 1, because I'm kind of hacky at it, and 2, it gets a quarter the amount of views than my derby stuff. Next questions. James Dicka, how much money did you have into the 1JZ Lexus? Well, it was actually a 2J and a lot. A shit ton, a lot. Between the CD009, the adapter plates, the Haltech harness, the Haltech computer, the JZ, $15,000 minimum, I think I had into that. And the Tacoma. So the Tacoma I'm much cheaper into. I'm maybe about $5.5 grand into the Tacoma, mostly because I got the motor for free and I got the transmission for free. Not free, but just I bought a truck, parted it out, kept the engine. Bought a different van, parted it out, kept the transmission. The rear end I got out of a Sport Track. So the Tacoma I'm a lot less into, but I'm actually much happier with it, because if you guys check out some of my very first videos on this YouTube channel, you'll see me shirtless in high school operating air ride on a Mazda. I've always been into lowrider pickups. And what did you get out of them when you sold them? So the Lexus I actually didn't sell. The Lexus I parted out, and I lost probably $7,500 on it. The Tacoma, I haven't sold it, I still have it. Who's going to crack the code on methanol injections in Camrys? And can it be done without aftermarket standalone? That's a good question. Methanol in Camrys, I don't think it's really possible on factory ECU. There's a lot of different aftermarket ECUs out there that you can hook up to it. Haltech being one of the ones that you can do anything you want with Haltech. But the problem is the 5SFE, which is the Camry motor, is not a hugely explored aftermarket because 1, they're not a performance designed engine. 2, nobody really cares about them except us. I think that if you're going to be looking at that, I would be looking much more towards Australia, because the 5SFE came in their MR2s, and Australians are crazy and awesome, and they get to fight kangaroos whenever they want. Oh. Garrett has messaged me and said, any more oddball cars built for this year? You know what? Let's go outside and take a look at 2 cars that I'm hopefully planning to build. I know I'm just going to put up a video of a different car, but unfortunately that thing got sold. So let's go outside and take a look at 2 oddball cars that I'm planning on building for the 2025 season. Now, I might not be running them, but I'm going to build them for you guys. So this is oddball vehicle number 1, and as you can tell, by the dirt bike tires, this is definitely a Zacks Workshop build. Now it's not done yet, so don't judge me. All the doors still open and close on it. This right here is a Ford Flex. I was really hoping to build this for myself, but if you guys remember, sorry, it's really bright out, so I'm going to be squinting and have my eyes closed. If you guys remember, my buddy Eddie lost his shop due to a fire. And it's pretty sad. It wasn't his fault. He rented his shop in a complex of a lot of other shops. And one guy was apparently getting evicted and just burnt the whole place down just to spite everybody. So Eddie lost everything. He lost his welders, he lost 3 Camrys, his shifters, his tires, his battery boxes, his gas tanks, which I really don't think helped the fire, but really shitty for Eddie. So we're actually going to let Eddie run this. He was going to run it at a winter show here in Ontario, but that winter show said it was 100% pre-registry only. And Eddie doesn't want to pre-register because I'm his way to get it there. And honestly, I'm about to have a baby, like, right around that derby. So if I'm in the hospital, Eddie can't get this to the show. So I think he's going to hold off to the spring with it. So this is one of my oddball creatures here that we're doing. And we even found a way around the no dirt bike tires. These are DOT approved enduro tires. So these are street legal. And they fit on factory rims. So this is one oddball. Let's go check out another oddball. I can make this thing do a burnout. So this right here is a 2010 Audi TT. It's not twin turbo, it's single turbo. It's rated at, what am I thinking? 210, 205 horses, but with HP tuners, 340 is not off the table. And I don't think this would be a great derby car, but the roof line tells me it's going to be a great derby car. I'm going to part this thing out a bit. I'd like to get it to the point where I could maybe derby it, or if not, at least figure 8 it. I think this thing would be unbelievably crazy fast. Super oddball car. I think it shares the same platform as the Golf GTI, maybe the newer VW Bug. Not really sure. But that was just 260 kilometers an hour. For you guys with bald eagles, I think that's like 160, 180. Without even moving, this thing's got balls. Let's go back inside because it's bright and it's cold. So that's 3 questions out of the way. Can we expect more smoking biscuits? Or brisket smoke? Can we expect more brisket smoking on the live streams? This is a joke because if you guys don't know, today is probably 1 day away from me having a baby with my girlfriend. So the derby stuff's going to kind of hit the back burner for a bit. I have enough footage to keep you guys entertained for quite some time. By the time this video is out, the baby will probably be here. Please do not... the baby will be here. not really planning on putting up a whole lot of footage of my child. I don't think that children should be on the internet, but that's just my personal opinion. Chris Hansen. I'd like to know your opinion on what you think the future of big car heats and big car feature shows. I don't think that's something that's going to disappear. I think it's going to be something that only happens at select shows that are fit to the promoters that really cater to the rules of the big shows. Like, for example, Caledon had no big cars. I think they had 3. Brampton had 1 big car. Collingwood hasn't had a big car in forever. Beaton hasn't had a big car. Huntsville had quite a bit of big cars, and they were all stock. Burford had probably 100 full-frame cars. They kind of going to pick and choose where they go. I think the days of the average driver here in Ontario getting big cars and going to a show that is just like a farm show is getting very, very slim and in between. But if you want me to comment on what the future looks like in the U.S., I don't know. I don't run enough shows in the U.S. to know what it looks like. That would be a question for other people that might be able to answer that a little bit better. Jesse Dunn. With Spinning Wheels done promoting, are you going to find another U.S. show promotion that you like to run in the U.S.? Will there be more fun builds for you going for more big money shows? Are you going to be more adventures in the wilderness of Canada and find more junkyards? Guys, I love old junkyards. Sometimes if I go to an old junkyard, I could just put up a tent and stay there for days. Mostly because I just walk around and I think my brain goes crazy. 2, there's going to be many, many more adventures coming up. I actually have a whole video series of me driving across Canada to Alaska, Yukon, Northwest Territories. We're already planning our 2025 adventures. I am planning to start helping promote more shows here in Ontario. I think that the sport is extremely in a downcline, and anything I can do to help bring up the sport, I would greatly help. Big money shows in the U.S., as you guys know, I'm not a guy to chase big money. Anything that's around $1,000 to win, I'm extremely happy going to. Above and beyond $1,000 to win, I'm usually in for it, but I'm not going to chase these shows. I like to build cars how I like to build them, which actually fit Mini Meltdown's economy class perfectly. Apparently there's a new promoter that has just announced they're taking over Mini Meltdown, DNA Motorsports. Unfortunately, with how my 2025 plans are making it, I'm not going to be able to make it to DNA. I would love to go to Meltdown. I would love to see how a new promoter puts on Meltdown. I had no complaints about Spinning Wheels, and Meltdown is one of my favorite shows because it's right at that borderline where people put enough effort into their builds, but they're still willing to send it and wreck it. So I am planning to do more USA shows. What I'd really like to do is try to be on a couple of live broadcasts. I'm not interested in going to any demo events after the whole Bristol fiasco, fueled by haters, and a couple of my friends got really not great situation from that. And it kind of affected how I see them. But I'd like to do some other stuff down there, like Derby Icon stuff, but like just the small compact stuff. Like one of my dream adventures when they used to have it was that Derby in Vegas. I'd love to take one of my Camrys to go up against all the Pacers that were down there. I probably wouldn't win, but it'd just be that experience, right? All right, so let's go on to another question. Jess King 3. His name is Big Hickory on YouTube. He's the one that actually suggested this video, so I thought it was a great idea. So I wanted to give a shout out to him for doing it. Alex from All For Him Racing actually commented and said, I'd like to ask you a question. What made you start posting videos in the first place? Now, you guys might laugh because it has absolutely nothing to do with demolition derbies. I used to be into four-wheel driving pickup trucks, and I was into Mazdas with Toyota motors. I must have been dropped as a child because I love the body styling of a Mazda B2200. Square boxy, got me. But I had a Mazda that was a lowrider, and I had a Mazda that was on 38s with solid Toyota axles, dual transfer cases. It was a fun toy. I had a Dell Streak. If you guys know what that is, it was a phone. I used to film everything on my phone, and I had all these cool videos on my phone, and I could never share them properly. And I went into a hot tub, and I brought my phone into the hot tub with me in my pocket, and I've lost all my videos. So then I went out and I got a newer phone. I don't even know what the second one was, but I always remember that Dell Streak. And I had a whole bunch of off-roading videos on my phone. And I went to a buddy's hot tub, and I made sure that I had nothing in my pockets. I was in the hot tub for maybe 30 minutes too long, had a whole bunch of beers in there, and somebody called me. And I picked up my phone and I talked to them. And then when I hung up the phone, I put it in my pocket in the hot tub. So I lost all those videos. And then, so I kept losing all my videos due to hot tubs and rivers and lakes and running my phones over and jumping on my phones and throwing phones, and I lost a whole bunch of videos. So what I did is there used to be this website called cardomain.com, which I actually think is still linked on my Facebook for some reason. But you used to be able to upload all your photos that you took, but never any videos. So then I used to just put everything into a company called Photo Bucket, and then Photo Bucket was saying they wanted to charge me to keep my stuff there because I had gone over a certain amount of photos and videos. So then one of my buddies said, hey, like, you know, you can put all your videos on YouTube for free, and it's like a free storage area, and it doesn't cost you any money. And then I was like, really? So then I started putting all my off-roading videos on there, and then people started commenting on my off-road videos. And then when I was like 23, 22, I switched to demolition derbies. Even though I did one when I was 17, I didn't do another one until I was 22. I got into the derbies, and I just started filming stuff. I wanted to see myself in the derby, so originally what I would do is I'd just get myself filmed, and I'd film like random stupid stuff of me building stuff, and eventually it turned in where we started filming all the adventure, like all the demolition derby, so everybody could watch. And then you guys started watching. Like, you guys made my channel. I just did this as, like, originally it was just for me, for memories for me, but now it's become a channel for you guys to watch and enjoy, so that was pretty cool. I definitely like how that exploded. So anybody that wants to start a YouTube channel, I would highly recommend just put whatever you want on YouTube. It's a free storage area, and other people can view it. And if you don't want people to view your videos, set them to private. And then that way, if it's something that's just for you, that you want to see, you don't have to share with anybody else. Do I plan on doing a video to the US again? And price matching chicken to Canada from Bill Wells. Of course, you guys, your food's like half the price of our food. I hate it when I go to the grocery store here and a pack of bacon's $20. Or, now mind you, that's the thick cut bacon. I can't have the regular bacon. Or like a 4-pack of chicken breast is $18 or $26 here. It's unbelievable. When I go down there and I can buy an entire steak like that, 1-inch thick, for like $8, up here it's $34. Of course, if you guys know, when I go to the US, Meltdown, I eat the best food in the world. I get like steaks, I get bacon, eggs, I get everything that is super hard to afford up here because it's affordable down there. Everything is so much cheaper in America. You guys are lucky. Okay, Jesse Sandbrook. We're looking forward to some Power Wheels build videos. Poor kid's gonna run. Jesse's saying that I'm gonna build some soft Power Wheels. Yes, I have a child on my way. A child on its way. It's gonna be here very shortly. And I hope that he is going to be into cars. I really do. But children have a mind of their own, so they can do whatever they want. But I would like to get him into Power Wheels because, you know what, if I keep him broke and hooked on cars, he won't have any money for drugs or alcohol, which is kind of cool because I don't have money for that because all my money goes into these. And there's going to be quite a bit of things coming up for the 2025 season. So this one here is going to be one of my cars. This here is going for a stock class mini. It's going to be pretty good, I think. So it's been a while since we've done a Cavalier. I really appreciate the questions. There wasn't as many as I thought, but I'm just here to say thank you, everybody, for watching. My channel has gotten much bigger than I ever thought it could get. Do I think I'll ever hit 100,000? Who knows? Other people have hit 100,000. Maybe I could. Would it be nice? Yes. Do I ever think I'll be able to retire my YouTube income? Absolutely not. But I definitely have fun. But thanks for watching, guys. Updates on that are coming. Updates on this are coming. Updates on the Flex are coming. TT, yeah, it's up in the air right now. Steven is looking for a figure 8 car. It'd just be funny to try to see him fit through the window to get into that, because that is a tiny, tiny window in that TT. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you back here later on Zach's Workshop.